everyone, I'm Nadine and welcome to Bookish Nook. Today I am doing my Top 5 Wednesday. So Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey, so I will leave a link to her channel down below as well as a Goodreads page so you can find all the information. This week's topic is a very interesting topic, and this is your top 5 books that are non-young adult. And I haven't read like a lot of books that are not young adult, but the ones that I've read, I've loved and I can't wait to share with you guys. So coming in at number 5, I have Beyond Belief by Jenna Miscavige Hill. I'm sorry I'm mispronouncing that. And this book is her secret life inside Scientology and her harrowing escape. Now, if you don't know what Scientology is, it is considered a cult, and those people stuck in it have a very hard time escaping it and want to get out. And this follows Jenna as she was the niece of the leader, David Miscavige's, can't pronounce it. Anyways, and she describes her life in Scientology and how she has to obey everything and how physically demanding it is and emotionally demanding it is and how she escaped. And it was fantastic. It really gives you an inside look into this cult Scientology and how difficult it is to get out. I would definitely recommend it for anyone looking for some sort of immersing story on the pitfalls of falling into something and believing something without asking questions. Coming in at number 4, I have Sherlock Holmes. And any Sherlock Holmes book or story is fantastic. I would definitely recommend you start with his books. So I think it goes A Study in Scarlet, The Sign of Four, The Hound of Baskerville, and I think there's one more. I can't remember what it's called. You should start off with his books. They're absolutely tiny. You can get through them so fast. And then move on to his short stories. They're all fantastic. Coming in at number 3, I couldn't pick one book by Margaret Atwood, so I picked 2. And the 2 that I pick are The Handmaid's Tale and Oryx and Crake. The Handmaid's Tale is one of her older books, and it follows this world society where women are pretty much labeled based on their ability to conceive children and bring them in the world. Each color represents a different duty a woman can perform, and bearing children is one of the highest honors a woman can bear, except the world is absolutely bleak and desolate, and there are many parallels to our world right now. So if you're looking for something dystopian that has a lot of parallels to our world, because there are many dystopians right now that don't have many parallels to our world, and it's hard to imagine that happening. But this is definitely something that can happen. And then my other book that I would recommend is Oryx and Crake. And this is one of her newer books. It's part of a trilogy called the Mad Adam trilogy. This book is told from 2 perspectives. You get the perspective of past and present from the same character. And you watch as the world crumbles in the past and where the main character is in the present. And it's fantastic. And I don't want to say too much more than that because you should definitely go in this kind of blind because it's worth it. Coming in at number 2, I have A Game of Thrones by George R. Martin. This book, as you know, is part of the Song of Ice and Fire series. That is also a TV show, but I would definitely recommend reading the books. The books feel bigger than the TV show. Like, the world feels so much more bigger and complex and exciting, and the characters are just as awesome in the TV show as they are in the books, if not more. So I would definitely recommend reading this. They're pretty chunky, and I know that's very, very frightening and can kind of discourage you from reading it, but I encourage you to keep going because these books are fantastic and worth every second that you spend on them. And at number 1, I have Brain on Fire by Susanna Callan. This book is another memoir, kind of autobiography, and it is fantastic. I loved this book completely. This follows a woman who falls ill and they don't really know what is wrong with her. They go through different diagnoses of physical illnesses to mental illnesses, and they don't really know what's going on. And it's told from the woman's point of view, and she kind of goes a little bit crazy. She doesn't know what's going on, and it's fantastic. There is a lot of medical jargon in here, but it's explained really clearly in layman's terms so you can understand them completely. Really eye-opening into our healthcare and how people are treated when they are thought to have a mental illness versus a physical illness. And if you know anything about how people are treated with mental illness, you can really appreciate this book. So those are my top non-YA books that I've read and I would recommend completely to someone, especially people looking to branch out from young adult. So let me know down below what are some of your favorite non-YA books. Thanks for watching. Bye.